Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining in. I'm Shelley with Shelley Armstrong Events, and welcome to the wedding show. I'd like to introduce to you today our first guest, Reverend Fletcher. Thank
Hello.
you so much for being with us today. I appreciate you taking the time out of this hot day to come down here and join us and let our guests know.
No problem. I really appreciate you having me on your show today, Shelley.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Reverend Fletcher, please tell us a little bit about what you do and what kind of services you offer to our potential brides and grooms.
Well, the services that I offer is marriage officiating. I went to seminary for 3 years. I'm an ordained minister by 2 different organizations, and I've studied many faiths and religions from around the world. I do interfaith marriages or no faith at all.
Wonderful.
And I even do homosexual marriages and heterosexual marriages. Love is love, and if you want to be married, I have no problem coming down and officiating your wedding.
Wonderful, and that's really good to hear because I know right now that's kind of a big thing in the news, and I know that we're waiting for the state to kind of make their decision very soon on all of that, on how it's going down. So I'm glad to hear that you don't discriminate.
No,
it's a very easy way to put it, just flat out.
That is a very easy way to put it. No, I do not discriminate.
I like that.
As long as you have a valid county marriage license, I am more than willing to come down and officiate your wedding.
Wonderful, fantastic. So tell me a little bit about your background and how you got started, and a little bit about the training that you've had.
Well, my background is that I have 3 years of seminary at Golden Gate Seminary up in San Francisco. I was one of the first people to go through their online program back in the early 2000s. I'm ordained by 2 separate organizations, the Universal Life Church and also Worldwide Christianship Ministries.
Wonderful.
I've done courses in marriage counseling and grief counseling, and unfortunately a couple of courses in divorce counseling, which I really don't like to do, but and I've never been called upon to do, which I hope I never have to do.
Right, of course. So let's talk a little bit about premarital counseling, because I know a lot of times I encourage it with the couples that I work with a lot. And so do you require premarital counseling, or do you encourage it, and do you offer those types of services to the guests?
I don't require it, but I do offer it, and I do encourage it. I mean, there are certain things before a marriage that should be discussed before you actually do the I do's.
Right. We all know this for sure. So tell me about some of during a premarital counseling session, what kind of topics do you discuss?
Usually we talk about everything from personal religious views, financing, children, how many children, if any children at all.
Right.
Individual finances before becoming married, how you're going to handle finances after you become married, how you plan on splitting work, stuff like that. So
a lot of the different topics that become a challenge once you do actually tie the knot.
Oh yes,
Absolutely.
and trust me, they do become a challenge after you tie the knot.
Oh yes, we do know this for sure. So with the weddings, how many weddings have you done?
I've done 27 weddings so far.
Fantastic.
Over the years. I did take a hiatus for a few years while I was pursuing other educational goals. But I've gone back into it mostly because of some of the issues having to do with the homosexual marriages. And I went ahead and figured, okay, I'll just go ahead and start doing this again and providing this service.
Wonderful, and it is definitely a service that is needed for sure. So I like the fact, too, that, and again, I'll touch on it, there's a lot of discrimination out there, and so it's really encouraging for some people to be able to be comfortable knowing that you're not going to hold anything against them, because like you just said, and I totally agree that love is definitely love. So it should be welcomed everywhere. So let's talk about how can someone find you if they're interested in getting a hold of you for your services?
Well, they can reach me in 2 ways. They can either call me on my cell phone at area code 559-781, or excuse me. Whoa, back up there. Area code 559.
A lot of numbers these days.
333-5131. Or you can look up my website at personalspiritualservices.com. That leads over to my Facebook page where I have albums and also rate cards and stuff.
Fantastic. Now, I know you do some life coaching as well, so I'm not very familiar with what a life coach is. So can you touch on that for a little bit?
I can touch on that a little bit. A life coach is somebody who helps their clients see what their goals are, what they want their goals to be, and help them achieve those goals through action steps and through goal setting. Okay. Life coaches are just that. They're coaches for someone's life.
Right.
We stand on the sidelines, we cheer them on, and when there's great things that happen, we celebrate the successes, and when things fall apart, we're there to pick up our clients and move them on again.
Wonderful. So what are some of the types of challenges you see with life coaching, and what are some of the things that people are coming to you for help with?
A lot of people coming to my life coaching practice are people who are looking for business success and personal success. Right now, with the drought in this state, we're having some major issues with employment. A lot of it also has to do with self-defeating ideas, and that's the sad part, is that a lot of people get in their own way, and they really need somebody there who's willing to encourage them no matter what is actually going on.
Right. So what makes a coach, what gives a coach the coaching authority?
Well, coaching authority comes from certification, and I am a certified life coach through Fowler International Academy.
Wonderful.
I also hold degrees in social science and administration of justice, where I get a lot of my authority to do life coaching because of studying different social structures, and the administration of justice provides me with a lot of counseling and a lot of interpersonal interaction.
Wonderful. I like the fact that you're certified, because I know there's so many life coaches out there, and everyone's advertising that they're a life coach. And my question and concern for everyone is, where does the training come in for people? Because it seems to me like it might be kind of a newer profession. And so my question is, how long does someone have to go through to get a certification for that?
The program that I went through was 18 hours. And like I said, that was through Fowler International Academy. Mm-hmm. But I would not just rely on that. I would also rely on the fact that I do hold 2 degrees in social science and administration of justice.
I'm sure that helps a lot, absolutely.
And anybody that's looking into a coach, it's not just the certification, because there are some false certification companies out there.
I can imagine.
I would also look into their secular education, at such places as a college or university.
Wonderful. And that's good to know. Again, we all like to make sure that the people that we're bringing into our lives to help us are qualified to do that. So I'm glad that you clarified that for us. So again, why don't you let us know how we can locate you again for all of your different services. And I like that you have multiple services. It's always fun.
Well, the wedding, you can reach me on my cell phone at area code 559-333-5131.
Wonderful.
National Life Coaching can be reached at area code 310-746-3324. For weddings on the web, you can reach me at www.personalspiritualservices.com. And for life coaching, you can reach me at www.nationallifecoaching.com.
Fantastic. Well, Reverend Fletcher, thank you so much again for being here today. It was a pleasure talking with you, and I hope that all of our viewers take advantage of what Reverend Fletcher has to offer and give him a call. Thank you. We'll be right back.